This story is about three little water droplet friends, Drip, Drippy, and Job, who have been in an inseparable trio. But lately, Job hasn't been himself. He's been a lot quieter now and battling with depression and ongoing mental health problems. Drip and Drippy can tell something is up, and even though Job keeps pushing them away, Drip and Drippy don't give up.
They both care about their friend Drop and want to help him, but they're still trying to figure out how.
Drip and Drippy sit at the edge of a puddle watching the sunrise. Have you noticed?
Noticed what?
Job, he's been.
Different? Yeah, I've noticed. He hasn't been the same ever since his family evaporated.
That heat wave was awful. It had such a high temperature. The energy was too much. They all just poof, evaporated into air.
But Drop wasn't ready to let go. That's what happens when you reach water's high heat evaporation. It takes a lot of energy, but when it happens, we can change into vapor.
I just wish we could do something. He's not sticking to us like the way he used to. It's like our hydrogen bonds are becoming weaker, like we're losing him.
Hydrogen bonds. They're what keeps us droplets close. Weak on their own, but strong together.
And it's not just cohesion, even his adhesion to sticking to others is gone. He used to stick to everything glass, leaves, even the tip of the flower. Now he just slides off.
You know, I think he's lost his cohesion, that force that keeps his water molecules sticking to each other.
He's like a lonely polar molecule floating in a world that feels non polar.
Yeah, we're polar, right? Because of our polar covalent bonds in our structure. Our oxygen pulls on the electrons harder than the hydrogen does. That's what gives us our little negative and positive ends. It's what makes us so good at bonding with others. If Drop doesn't feel those positive and negative parts anymore, he might feel like he doesn't fit in, like nothing attracts.
And that's dangerous. If you feel like you're not bonding, not being seen, you start to break apart. You start to feel like an ion, all alone with no balance.
Maybe we need to help him rebalance. Remember when we learned about dehydration synthesis?
Oh, when two molecules join together and lose a water molecule?
Yes, it's how big things get built. Proteins, sugars, you name it. But the opposite, hydrolysis, breaks things apart. By adding water, maybe Drop's been feeling broken lately. Maybe he needs some extra water, extra particles.
That makes sense. We could surround him again. Let him feel our support. Maybe that'll bring his cohesion back.
And if we all join together and climb that flower stem to be close to the sun again, our capillary action might pull him up with us.
Yes, our polarity and adhesion will help us cling to the stem, and cohesion will help us pull each other up, just like how plants drink water.
And if he feels that surface tension again, that tight little skin we make when we stick together at the top, he might feel held again, like he matters.
We can remind him that even the smallest atom is made of so many important parts electrons, protons, and neutrons. Just like him, he might feel small, but he's built of strong things.
He's also emphatic, you know?
You mean like molecules with both a loving and shy side?
Exactly. He feels everything deeply, but maybe he's afraid to show it. He's both hydrophilic and hydrophobic in his heart, and that's okay.
Let's go talk to him. And not just talk, let's be there even if he pushes us away. We'll bond again even if it takes time. We'll wait because we care.
Let's be the drop that doesn't evaporate. Let's be the ones who will stay.
They roll toward Job together, the sunlight casting a soft glow on the pavement as the three droplets begin to merge once more.
Drop to himself. I don't feel whole anymore, like I'm coming apart, like my structure is breaking down.
Drip and Drippy slowly roll toward Job, who sits still near a crack in the sidewalk, staring down at his own reflection in a tiny puddle. The clouds above begin to part. The world is quiet, almost like it's holding its breath.
He watches his reflection ripple in the water. Inside him, something stirs. A faint glow, a whisper of energy. His molecules begin to hum. Deep inside Drop, where emotions and molecules mingle, the building blocks of life are waiting, watching, hoping. They've seen him go dim, but now, with Drip and Drippy near, the light begins to return. We zoom in. Inside Drop is a tiny glowing world, a realm of molecules, all moving, changing, and speaking. Maybe it's time. Maybe he's ready to rebuild. He's waking up again. Suddenly, a group of tiny characters appear, the monomers. The monomers begin linking hands. Let's show him that life is made from small pieces, just like us, when we come together and make something bigger. We're the building blocks of protein. Each of us is unique. When we link together with peptide bonds, we form polypeptides. A group of colorful characters march in, the amino acids. With a snap, they connect into a wiggly chain. First, a simple string. That's the primary structure. Then it folds into twists, secondary structure, bends into shapes, tertiary, and sometimes more than one chain joins together to form a strong team, quaternary structure. A happy bunch of sugars roll in, some single, some in groups. We form disaccharides when we bond with a glycosidic bond. And when we grow, we become polysaccharides, like starch, the energy food for plants. Next, a smooth, chill group of droplets arrive, the lipids. We join with ester bonds to make triglycerides. I've got kinks! I'm unsaturated, more flexible. That's what makes me flowy. Meanwhile, I'm full of hydrogen, saturated and stiff. We don't mix with water, but we store up energy and make the cell membranes.
A two-faced character appears. One head loves water, one tail avoids it. I'm amphipathic, with a water-loving head and a water-hating tail. I form the cell membrane, creating a boundary that keeps things together, just like how drop needs boundaries and support. A glowing protein spirals down from above, twisting beautifully. I was made just for this, to carry oxygen, defend the body, help with reactions. I come in many types, each with a job, and I'm here to help other proteins fold properly, just like Job needs to help putting himself back together. A shining figure zips around, leaving sparks behind. I'm ATP, the energy currency of life. Without me, nothing moves. I'm here to bring the spark back to Drop. Finally, a group of regal, spiral-shaped characters descend. We are nucleotides, the monomers of nucleic acids like DNA and RNA. We link the sugars and phosphates, holding the genetic code together. We remind Job that he has a blueprint, a purpose. Zoom out, the molecules inside Job start to shimmer. Science has done its work, not just explaining his body, but touching his heart. He lifts his eyes and sees Drip and Drippy waiting. You came back. We never left you. You just had to let us back in. You're made of more than water, Job. You're built from macromolecules, amazing complex pieces, but you're also built from love, and we're not giving up on you. Job looks at his friends. For the first time in ages, he smiles. The three droplets roll together, forming one shimmering droplet, stronger than before. Together, the droplet trio joins a stream, flowing through grass and sunlight. Flowers bloom beside them. Energy sparkles in the air. And as they roll together, Drop remembered, even when life breaks you apart, you can rebuild piece by piece, bond by bond, with friends who remind you that you are organic, unique, and loved. The end.